Hey, Jenny here from Oil This by Jenny, teaching you how you can oil just about anything. And today we're continuing in our series of Oils in 108, and this particular series of the Chakra series of yoga. So we're going through all of the 7 energy centers of the body, all of the 7 chakras. And today we're focusing on the Sacral Chakra. And this chakra is associated with the element water. So we're moving from the root element earth, matter, all those pushing down, rooting down. And we're starting to work with polarities, moving up into the body, working from rooting and containment into aligning and moving. So when I say polarities in our yoga practice, we're thinking about rooting, but also lifting, rooting to rise. We're thinking about masculine and feminine. We're thinking about aligning, but also surrendering, right? So kind of encompassing all of that. And the sacral chakra is below the belly button, so not the legs and the low pelvis floor like in the root chakra, but we're moving up a little into the low pelvis and in the lower back. Right, so we'll do a lot of poses that support that, but also create movement in those areas. All right. The oils that we chose today are cinnamon, wild orange, and black pepper. Now, wild orange is considered the oil of abundance, but it is also an oil of creativity. And so when we think about getting back to this area, which is all about the desire center, right? This is also where sexual desire lives, reproductive system. We want to activate that creativity, that young kind of where our desires start to happen. And as a young child, where we start to get, I want this and I want that. That's kind of where the chakra starts developing in our youth. And so we want to bring that out a little bit. Cinnamon is a fiery oil, and it's also supportive of sexual health and the reproductive system. And black pepper is an unmasking. So when we're growing up and we have parents or society telling us you shouldn't act like that and behave and stop moving, and children start to repress those kinds of feelings. So the black pepper is great at unmasking those things, okay? So the combination of the 3 of those is delicious. So if you would like the link for the 3 of those oils together, I'll have the link below. So check that out if you want to take this practice home with you. You can get them right there and then go along to this video. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and start. And the first part is going to be a quick kind of kundalini movement where we're going to do a quick breath of fire. So I'll do that and then sit for a little bit, and then we'll go right into it, okay? And the mantra you can use for this as you're going through is, I lead a life without stress and full of life. And I'll continue to say that throughout the video as well. Okay, so follow me on the mat. So starting to come into your comfy seat, right? Knowing this is the 2nd chakra related to the color orange. Breathing in the cinnamon, the wild orange, the black pepper, if you have that diffusing next to you. And we'll start to go into the Kundalini exercise here, and we're activating the hips, right? The low hips and the low belly. So we're going to start moving with breath of fire. Inhale forward and exhale back. 10 to 20 times. Start to slow it down. Start to come into your C. This is a chakra where we must pay attention to the feelings in our yoga practice. We always start to be aware. We always have to be aware of our body and what our body's trying to tell us, this temple. So starting to come into the physical practice, we're going to do basically the same thing on our backs. So you want to get comfy. Your hands can be next to you. I like to put them in cactus pose. And I do this trick where I grab onto the underside of my mat above me next to my head. And I'm doing the same pulses with my hips, right? Rooting the feet, bending the knees, inhaling, exhaling with the curve of the hip, forward and back, forward and back.
So I went fast at first, so go at your own pace. And then my body was telling me to slow it down. So slowing it down. And what you want to do is start to create this wave-like feeling in your body. Okay, pelvic pulses opening to the fluidity of the second chakra. Good. So go ahead and start to push off the floor. Bring the knees into the chest. We're going to make little circles with the legs. You can do clockwise at first, flattening out the back onto the mat. Once you've done a few rounds of that, go ahead and go the opposite direction, counterclockwise or whatever side or way you haven't done yet. Just pulsing, circulating, back and forth, round and around. Right? Getting a sense of feeling, fluidity. I'm grabbing the mat once again by bringing my hands facing up underneath, and we're doing windshield wiper here. So the feet come wide onto the mat, and you're just windshield wiping back and forth, opening the hips. Right? The sacral area needs to release and let go. So you can go slow, you can speed it up a little bit, right? Feel the sensations massaging the floor. And then go ahead and bring your legs into a happy baby. The knees come towards the armpit, towards the floor. The feet go towards the ceiling. Start to engage the feet. Grab onto the shins and push the knees out with the elbows, or grab onto the toes if you have that ability. Keep the head on the floor. The spine is long. Rock side to side. Coming into stillness. Now start to feel the tailbone reaching forward and the head reaching back, right? So you keep that spine long. Drop the left foot down, bend the knee. Bring the right knee into a happy baby, and then start to bring it over into a figure four. Now you can stay in this figure four and just reach the right knee away. You can start to pull the left knee towards you. Okay, you can start to lift up the left foot. You can use the hands here, or you don't have to. You can keep them in cactus pose. Maybe you grab onto the back of the left thigh and pull it towards you. Okay. And when you're ready to end that, just go ahead and switch sides. So put the left ankle on top of the right thigh. You can just stay there if you like. Push the left knee away isometrically, energetically. If the right knee wants to come towards you, great. You can grab on behind the thigh. Start to engage the feet just so that the joints stay safe in the knee. You can raise the right foot to the ceiling. Beautiful. Feel that engagement of the legs, and then release back down. Go ahead, come back into happy babies just so you feel that neutrality, rocking back and forth if that serves you. All right, holding the shins or the toes, the big toes, if that serves you. We're going to start going into what's called open leg twists. We're going to come into a wide straddle. It doesn't matter how wide you go, just as far as your hips and legs will let you. Exhale the left leg all the way down. Let the right leg just kind of come for the ride. Let it touch the left toe. Open the right foot. Bring the right leg all the way down to the other side. Let the left leg follow. The left leg opens. The right leg, whenever it can come, it comes and follows. And so we go back and forth in this way at your own pace, right? Inhaling the whole time. Our back stays flat on the ground. Our hands can be palms down, right? To find that stability. We just keep going back and forth into these beautiful wide straddles side to side, which really help to activate this sacral energy center of the body. And the mantra that we say, remember, is I am authentically creating a life free of stress, a life full of bliss, full of life, right? A life full of life. But it's really blissful, even in the bad times. Where can you find gratitude? Where can you find bliss, even in adversity, right? That's making you stronger. Even though you're, maybe going through something that you really wanted to do, like a big project, and you really wanted to do it, but it's hard. Just keep being grateful for the opportunity to do it. Okay, that's what this is all about. So as you roll up to seated, you can either roll forward and back or come to your side and gingerly come on up. We're going to come to seated and into Baddha Konasana. So start to bring the feet, the soles of the feet together. If the arches of the feet can open, great, and you can reach the thumbs in there, great. If not, you're just going to hold on to the shins here. And what we're doing is rooting down through the sit bones, through the spine, lifting the spine tall, okay? Tall through the top of the head. And with the belly lifting and the heart lifting, you just drop your chin down slightly. Just drop it down slightly. And we're coming to 3-part Baddha Konasana. So start to lift your chin up and start to lower the heart. Kind of let the heart come forward. And then our spine stays tall, okay, as we just lean forward a little bit. Some of you might just go an inch. Some of you might go 5 inches. Some of you might drop the hands down for support. Just keep that spine nice and lifted. Now from here, you might not be able to go any further. You can lift a little bit. Some of you, however, will start to roll forward and really release the upper body, arch, the upper body down as you push into the feet here. Beautiful. As you start to inhale, release that, we're going to widen our legs. So come into a straddle. Again, you might not go this far. You might just, however, far your legs allow you to. Now start to engage your feet. Lift up the toes, lift up the shins, lift up the knees, lift up the thighs. And then very slightly rotate the inner thighs downward, creating more space in the hip sockets. Some of you might just come forward a little tiny bit and drop your hands. Some of you might go all the way down. You can come back up, kind of reset, check in. Again, you might drop your hands, you might drop your forearms. Some of you with the ability might reach your hands all the way down towards your feet, which are lifting up to the ceiling. And you start to lower your chest and heart all the way down. The chin might touch the floor. It might linger and lift up, right? Beautiful. And as you lift up, lengthen out the heart. Go ahead, bring the thighs back together. Lift the knees. And we're actually going to set up for Svadhisthana, fire log, double pigeon pose, okay? Now what I'm doing here is the right knee comes right above the ankle and the left ankle comes right above the knee. So what I'm showing you here, if you can't do this, you can bring the foot in front and that's fine, but try to get the ankle on top of the knee and the knee on top of the ankle. You might need a lot of props here underneath the knee, okay? Some of you who aren't feeling much, you're actually going to drop the knee right on top, like I said, of the ankle. And if you're not feeling much here, you can actually root into your feet, push your hands into your feet so you make more pressure. Lean forward. Some of you will fold all the way down, right, as you push into the feet. So this is so activating for the second chakra and your, legs as well, but the hips are getting a nice big opening here. And just breathe through this. Switch legs. Okay, again, finding your version of modification. Maybe you stay here, but try to get the ankle on top of the knee. If your knee's sticking way up, then get a big blanket or a pillow, stick it right underneath the knee, just so you can try to get that sensation in the hips, okay? If it hurts in the joints, you want to back off a little and just really breathe into this. Some of you will start to fold forward. Svadhisthana. Beautiful. As you inhale, come on out. Start to come onto your knees and then walk one foot forward, walk the other foot forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen out those legs. Good. Start to lift up into a short chair pose and then root down to rise all the way up. Inhale the arms up, clean the slate. And what we're doing with the hands is we're actually bringing it into just the steeple at the top, and then release, let go, come into Uttanasana. Inhale, exhale, plant the hands. Okay, we're really focusing on this forward fold. The legs are straight, but not hyperextended, not locked. Right, if you can, bring your hands behind you to let the heart come even closer to the legs. And then plant the hands, step back to your downward facing dog. Beautiful, right? Stepping into it, walking it out just for a moment to release those legs, and then find some stillness. Root down through the hands, root down through the feet, and start to widen the sacrum. Start to widen the sit bones. Bring that right leg up behind you just for a moment as you step through to a lunge. So you can drop the back knee. We're going to untuck the toe, push into the back shoelace side of the foot. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Come back, exhale forward. Inhale, push off the front. Lift the toes, straighten the leg. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, push off, open the foot. Good, exhale back. Now go with your breath here. Start to linger either forward or back if that feels really good to your body. This is all about feeling and sensation in this chakra, the sacral chakra. Opening, fluidity. Okay, if that feels good as you come forward, you can stay there in the hips. You can lift the hands to the knee. Or then come into a deep lunge, Anjaneyasana, as you open the hands to the ceiling. You can stay neutral, maybe take a little tiny back bend, deeper if that's in your practice today. Exhale all the way down, tuck the back toes, step it back to downward facing dog. Feel that difference side to side. Rooting down, widen the sacrum. Bring that left foot behind you just for a moment as you step through to lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the toe. Good. And then as you square the hips, inhale, back, straightening the leg. Exhale, lunge forward. Right? Making this dynamic, fluid. Good. Right? Inhaling, opening the leg, straightening the leg, lifting the toes. Exhale forward. Beautiful. Keep going here, using your breath. Remembering, to use your breath and listen to your temple, your body. And as you settle forward, maybe it feels good to crawl up onto the knee with the hands, stay there. If you want to go deeper, just lift the belly, bring the hands up, make a steeple pose, find that gaze point, that drishti point. Inhale, and then exhale, release. Plant the hands, tuck the back toes, step back, downward facing dog. You can inhale, glide forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice clean of the slate there. Good. Bring the right foot up just for a moment. Open the hip, right? Just to get that feeling out of the leg. We're going to step it through again. But this time, as we step through to lunge, we're coming into lizard. So bringing the hands on the inside of the foot. That right foot can scooch out to the side. Now, this is a strength lizard. If you keep the back knee up, if you drop the back knee, it gets into deeper stretch of the hip flexors and pelvic floor and all that. So from here, we want to tone the abdomen, hug into the core, start to lengthen the spine. The hip of the back leg comes slightly forward. So the left leg comes slightly forward. The hip of the front leg goes slightly back. Just feeling as if you could square the hips here. Surrendering the heart down. Focusing. You can bend the back knee if that's in your practice and it's fairly accessible. And maybe you can reach back and grab that just for another nice opening in the hip flexors. Good. Hands on either side now. Tuck the back toe. Go ahead, step back. You can open the hip just like you started if that's how you started, and then come back to the downward facing dog. Find that neutral. Bring the left hip, open it up, right? Bend the knee, open the left hip on top of the right. Good. Square the hip, bring it all the way through to lunge. Come into lizard, bring your hands on the inside. Stay here in strength lizard for a while if that serves you. Okay, if that serves you today, then you can stay. And if you'd like to deepen the stretch, bend the knee, untuck the toe. Okay, a little trick to push into the back shoelace side of the foot just to get some pressure off the knee. You can always use a blanket. And if you're ready, lower down onto the forearms. You can drop the head, lift the head. Just notice how that feels in your body. So nice as you feel all the sensations. If you'd like to deepen in that back hip flexor and thigh, go ahead, bend the back knee. And if you can, reach around and start to grab that foot behind you. And just notice. Could be different than yesterday, could be different than tomorrow will be. Go ahead and start to unwind from your lizard. Bring the hands on either side, step back, open the hip again if that feels good to kind of unwind there. Into down dog. Inhale, glide forward, high plank, chaturanga, or drop the knees, lift and lengthen, roll the shoulders back, lift, exhale, back to down dog or child's pose. This is a nice time for child's pose in the second chakra yoga practice because it allows our sacrum to really relax as your hips sink down between your thighs. Staying here for a long moment. I am authentically creating a life free of stress, full of bliss. Let the oils that you're diffusing, orange, cinnamon, black pepper, to just infiltrate all your senses here. Let it fill you with desires. Let it fill you with playfulness. Let it unmask anything from your childhood that no longer serves you, that you really don't need anymore.
So there you have it. Another edition of Oils in One Away, this being the second in a series of 7 in the bigger picture of the 108 videos of the chakra system. So stay tuned next time as we move up to the confidence and power chakra. We'll do that next time. And if you have any questions about oils or yoga, just hit me up, send me a note. I love hearing from you. And until next time, have an awesome day. Bye-bye.